Hello everybody and welcome back to Campsite Hustle, where I have some good news. Our campsite is working once again. So I've done a day without you. I didn't do anything in that day. I just came on and off the game a couple of times and it seemed to clear it. So I'm thinking it was a bug because my campers just started coming back. So I've had lots of campers come throughout that day. I had lots of people using the shop and the car park was being used as well. So it must have just been a bug that has been cleared by coming on and off the game a couple of times. So maybe I need to come on and off the game more often. Because often when I'm recording, like a batch recording or something like that, I'll just stay on the game. I think maybe come on and off the game a little bit more often, and that might help in that regard. But also, since I have now fixed that, or the game has fixed it itself, the game has had an update, and a very good one at that. It's more of a quality of life update. It is enabling me to carry more boxes. So, for example, when I'm loading the truck, where it was always one by one, and it took forever to load your truck if you'd gone and bought lots of stuff, you can now pick up to 8 boxes up at once, which is fantastic, and stack them all really nicely as well. The stacking system has been improved, and it's very easy to stack things, very easy to move stuff around. It is really, I've only trialed it for like 5 minutes, just put a few things in the shop. It makes such a difference. It's a massive win for this game. Most of the other changes that came, actually, we're not really going to see, because a lot of them are some bug fixes that I hadn't really come across, or they were tutorial based, so that they're at the beginning of the game. You get a bit more starting money now. Some of the early land is cheaper. The tutorial is a bit cleaner now and a bit more easy to understand, stuff like that. So it's not really going to affect our gameplay. The other change that will not really affect our gameplay, but is something to look out for, and is the reason I'm now on pause, is the day length has been halved. So whereas before in this game, it used to take about 42 or 43 minutes to go through an entire day, it now takes 20, so it's been halved. I've got kind of mixed feelings on that. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It means you get sort of less daytime in one go, but also the nights are a bit quicker, so you get less nighttime in one go as well. Doesn't really make much difference for the series, because I'll just start doing 2 days every video instead of 1 day per video, so it doesn't make any difference to us playing. But it means we get less daylight in one go, but like I say, you get less night as well. I'm not really sure. But that is why I'm on pause, because I don't wish to burn all my daylights. Right, let's go. Let's head off to our campsite, because we have got a few things I want to do. So I've done a day without you, as I said, and I was just watching the campsite and just hoping it would get back to normal, and it did. But things I noticed were, I think I need to expand the car park, because that fills up very quickly. We have only got 3 parking spaces for sort of cars, RVs, vans, that kind of stuff. So we haven't really got a lot of room there, so I need to add more of that. Just leave the truck about there somewhere for now. Yeah, so I'm thinking get some more car parking. I think the bike parking is fine. That's quite a lot of bikes that can go in there. I've not filled that yet. I think that's fine. But what I'm thinking is we can take the expansion, because I've gone past 40,000 now, is move these two onto that piece of land and then put the car park all the way along here, which was kind of my original plan. I think I'm definitely going to do that, because we do fill this up throughout the day and it stays filled for quite a long time. For example, if you've got 3 people in a car and they all come for 4 hours, nobody else can put a car in there. So it's kind of hampering us. So I might get some more just to keep that sorted. Some of the other updates to this game, not just carrying boxes though, the delivery shed, I think it's called, or something like that, has also arrived into the game. Where is it here? Delivery station. Order products and building materials directly to your campsite without having to go to town. You've got a delivery station now. This is basically an Amazon locker. And you place that down and then things just get delivered into that little square. You can see that red square in the front of it. Stuff just gets delivered there. You can still get stuff delivered in here. We don't have an employee in here anymore. He's gone. He only lasted a couple of videos. He's now gone. You order everything by the phone. So this works exactly the same way as the delivery station on its own works. The advantage of having this is obviously you've got some storage. That's the only difference between the two. The other one's smaller, so you could fit that into the middle of your site maybe. So if you've got a shop right in the middle of your site and no warehouse, you might be able to sneak in a delivery station there, and that would be good for restocking that particular shop. Otherwise, you know, yeah, it doesn't really matter which one you have. The only difference is size. This one just comes with storage. But this is how it all works. So you come to the phone now. You can order from anywhere all at the same time. So if I wanted bug spray and also some outdoor boots and also some dye, I can now order everything together rather than separately. So that's good. And you'll see at the bottom, there is now a delivery fee. So I think this is basically here because they want you to still go to town. I mean, they put all that work into the map in the middle of town, and obviously by having this, there is no reason to go to town whatsoever. So they've put these pretty high delivery fees in to still encourage you to go to town from time to time. Now, the way you make money in this game, I don't think that's high enough, but I think it will get adjusted over time. But for now, it's okay while we get used to it. So you can choose a fee, and that is obviously how long it will take, and we can just get all of our orders from here. I think that works quite well, and everything just pops in here, and with the new carrying and stacking system, it works like a charm. Right, let me go into the campsite. To give you a cheeky refill as we pass by. Go and get this extra land. $40,000. We'll have that. I've got a lot of clearance to do, but initially, probably not that much, because I want to put my bungalows in, sort of facing out that way. So I'm just going to clear a lot of the trees just here that are definitely going to be in the way, like these ones. And then we'll put all of those in just here. And then we'll move our snacking stuff, like I was saying in the previous video. We'll move all of that over here. But we'll do that later. But I'll get the bungalows online first, I think. And then we'll work on the rest of it. So let me go and fetch my chainsaw. As you can see, the car park is now full. This is what I mean about the car park. I don't have to move. I could do with moving these campsites already, really, couldn't I? And then doing this car park thing first, but... Well, man, I don't know what happens, actually. I don't know if you fill it full of cars, whether they all then just bring bikes. I don't know if that's a thing, or if some people will come with a car, but there's no room, so they don't get it. I don't know. I'm not 100% on that one. But we can do that later. An injured person here. I assume the medic is on his way. Nope, the medic is just sat there doing absolutely nothing. Oh, now he's coming. Now he's coming. You know what? As punishment for the medic, he's going to come all the way here, and he's not even going to do a job. Start getting up and doing it faster. These people have lives. I hope he's not frozen now. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I froze the medic. I was just trying to teach him a lesson, like, you've walked all the way here, and he didn't even need to. You should have got here sooner. Now he's got stuck on the spot. I need to free him. That's on me. I broke him. There we go. Let's put him back there. Let's get my chainsaw and hurry up, because this is the problem with the daylight burning by so fast. So whereas the length of day before enabled me to take my time, basically, because we had lots of daylight, didn't we? From 8 till like 6 or whatever it was before it got dark, or 7 before it got dark. We had lots of daylight. Whereas now we're already like halfway through it, or getting towards halfway through our day. All I've done is kind of introduce the video, so... Obviously that means we'll earn less money per day. Because obviously the day is much, much faster. But it's fine, because we're still earning plenty. Right, so they're all... Get rid of this one. I think I'm going to have to get rid of these rocks. I should have brought the jackhammer with me. Don't know why I didn't, to be honest. That's cleared quite a nice little area, though. I definitely need to get rid of these rocks. Put the chainsaw away. Go and get that jackhammer. Though I could. Maybe I could place 1 or 2 of these, and we could actually get an order coming. Right, where are these bungalows? See, the building area is pretty large, but what I'm going to do is then send it forward. So basically, that inbuilt trail that's already there can be kind of the front of them. That's kind of like an inbuilt pathway already, perhaps, or we could put our own pathway in. Don't know. Would I? Yeah, I think I'd want to put my own pathway in, even though there's a trail there. Might look a bit weird though. Either way, we have to build them like this. I can place 1 there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of some rocks to put any more in. How annoying! But at least we know what we have here, and that's also changed. Look, so we've got previous page and next page. So this is all now on pages. I like that. Total, and it even totals it for you. That's new. I didn't know it did that. That's really good. So if I was to place a few more, if I could place more of these, I'm guessing it would total it up the top there. I like that. That's very good. That's very handy. Unfortunately, I'm going to use this Oh, this stuff all needs repairing, doesn't it? I haven't got the handyman yet. I really ought to get the handyman. We don't actually use these toilets. These were to be broken down. I just put them over here, so they're out of the way, but now everything is breaking. Yeah, so we'll have to get the handyman shed as well. So he can walk around and fix everything, because everything is starting to break. So I'm guessing this has been addressed, because also, these showers have not needed to be repaired in several days. So I think that's been adjusted as well. Back to how it should be. I got stuck on a bush. I feel like I'm rushing around here because it's going to get dark soon. I think we're going to end up doing this in the dark, placing these bungalows. That's fine. I don't know where to put my handyman. Is that everything? I think that's everything, isn't it? It's got 100% now, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know where to put the handyman. I mean, he fits in just here, doesn't he, with all of my other cabins? I guess I could squeeze security up one way or the other and maybe fit it in the middle there. Not sure. There, at least everything's working. So let's come in here. Let's put an order in. I don't know how many bungalows I'm going to fit on there. We've got a delivery product limit of 40. Doesn't give us a lot either, does it? So let's just get enough for 2 to start with. So we'll get 16 planks. We'll get 6 lots of glass. And here a raccoon. It's been hit though, so it's fine. 6 lots of glass. This is still a bit finicky. And this still needs work, I think. Then we also need some roof tiles. We also need 2 lots of leather, 2 lots of cloth, and 4 lots of stone. We'll have it come in 2 minutes. Because by the time I've cleared that stuff, it probably will have been 2 minutes anyway. Right, let me get this and take it over, get rid of those rocks. Tell you what, that bungalow is massive, isn't it? I didn't realize it was so tall. You know when you're in the build mode? I mean, you can see its size, but you don't realize how tall it is. That's an imposing thing on the landscape. Looking forward to seeing on the inside. I haven't seen. So I've never had one before. So I don't know what it looks like at all. I've seen a screenshot of an outside, but I've not been like in one or had a close look. How many more? I think we need to take most of these rocks away because I'm going to use most of this land, I think. But I do like the fact we left the rock, I think, by our spa area. And it kind of fits in quite well. So I don't want to take them all just in case. They make for nice decoration, but definitely need all of those ones. Right, can I fit any more of these in? Just here. I'll fit another one there. I'd be able to put another one. Because once that one's building, that's going to take some room. So this tree and this stuff's going to need to come as well, I think. To get these in, so let's get rid of that. There's also now a destroy mode in the build menu as well. It's another quality of life thing. So it's a bit easier to get rid of stuff now. I've not tried it yet because I've not had to destroy anything. I shall show you that. It's already getting dark. Right, so let's see how many of these we can get in here then. So we'll get another one there, another one there, another one here. I'm hoping for 4. I think we can get 4 in there. Just about. Probably have to take these trees as well, but I think we can get 4. Let's build that one very close to that one, just so we can fit it in. Hopefully squeeze this one in. Why won't it accept that? There we go. Get that one in there. I'm going to have to take these trees as well, I think. Or I could build it here, maybe. I'd still need to take these trees. But we can build it just there. Then we can be a bit more selective with what we do take. So when your order does arrive, you do get a notification. So once it gets here, you get a notification on the side that says, hey, your order's here. So you don't miss it. It's got 91 of those. Let's just check some stock. How are we looking? Not too bad, actually. I did it just before we came into the video, so we should be fine on all of that. We will move these, but we'll do that once I've got a couple of bungalows done, I think. Let's have a look over here. You're good. See how we're looking in the shop itself. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I have sold out of a couple of shelves, so I've redone them between the videos. But now that said, we had no power. I think she said we got no power. Deliveries arrived. There's your little delivery notification. Yeah, the generators are off. So I've got no fuel here again. I'm pretty sure... Did I use those 2? Or did I leave those 2 there? I thought I left those 2 there. I don't believe I've used them since. These ones have stayed. But I'm thinking... Oh, come on, game. So, I could still do with an extra slot. Get some fuel on the go. So people can... Just fill them a little bit. Just to get them back on. There we go. It's got some lights. So we're going to have to go and get some fuel. There we go. That'll do. Right, so yeah, that must have disappeared down there because I don't remember using those 2 little ones I had. So I think you do lose fuel if it's just around here somewhere. So don't keep it there. Keep it in the warehouse. It seems to stay. Right, all of this stuff has arrived. So whereas before this would be an absolute nightmare to take this stuff over there, I'd have been here for a while. So when I had to do a double trip, is the security guard on this, or are we going to have to do this? I think we're going to have to do this. Oh no, he's here. The security guard is here. Yeah, a couple of videos ago, I had to do multiple trips. I can't remember what it was for. I think it was either the showers we were doing, or it was the cabins themselves over there. And it took about 15 minutes to load the truck twice and take it over there. That's why I cut it from the video. There's just 15 minutes of literally just going bang, 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 bang for 15 minutes straight. So this makes it a lot better. So being able just to go and pick these things up like this, that's so much nicer. I wish more games would do it, to be honest. There are still a lot of games that will sort of not allow it and make you do things one by one. And I've never really understood it being one by one, because a lot of the time you're thinking, in real life, I could carry 1 or 2. I mean, these are heavy. You would think, yeah, fair enough. 1 at a time or none, because these are really heavy. But in a lot of games, right, when you're carrying a couple of boxes full of nothing, you know, there's nothing of any weight in there, you're thinking, what's going on? But yeah, so hopefully this comes into more games. This is very good. That stacking system as well, you see it loading on there. So much better. So much better to stack it on here. That works so much more efficiently, which means you can now get more stuff in here. Because whereas before, you could stack it, but sort of once you got to the 3rd one, it wasn't really happy. You maybe get 4 on if they were the right shape. But then you just had to start throwing stuff on because it just wouldn't have it. But this has just been... Well, as I said, for a similar amount of items, a couple of videos ago, it took me about 15 minutes. I've had time to talk to you and sort of waffle on a bit, as well as do it, and it's taking no time whatsoever. I think that's about the height of that, though. So this is a massive improvement to this game. There are a few other things that need addressing. For example, frame rates. It doesn't perform too well at night, I find. So we're starting to drop a few now. Even with some settings turned down, I've noticed it doesn't really make any difference. So some optimization needs to come, which it will come, I'm sure. We've got, I think, one more in our hand here. Do with just popping that on there. There we go. Very nice. Close. Ah, some fell out before I had a chance to lock them in. But that's still a much better thing, isn't it? That's still way better than it was before. Let's have a drive over. We'll get a couple of cabins done. Well, that's not gone according to plan, has it? It was going well. We've driven off without that. I wonder if did I get to some sort of height limit there, or is that just because... I think it was because maybe it fell off. I'm not sure. Right, we'll drive down this way. Get these two built. They use a lot of material, don't they? Just for two. And that all adjusts quite nicely. I was watching the top right-hand side where it's all got the calculations, and that adjusted perfectly as well, so that can be trusted. That's very helpful, having that all up on the right-hand side there with the total values. I like that. Didn't even know that was a thing. I'm sure that wasn't even written in the patch notes. All right, let's go inside. So these are nice and posh, aren't they? Can we have lighting in here? They've got lights in them. I don't think we've got a light switch. I don't think we can see in here. I did see somebody, I think it was on their Discord, because they were coming up with ideas about how to make these things work. Because it's not always easy to see if they're being used or not. And then you would have lights on, lights off, or something like that. So if it's got lights off, there's nobody renting it. If lights are on, there's somebody renting it. I think that was something that was spoken about in the Discord. Maybe that's a thing. I'm not sure. Fortunately, I can't use these stairs, so I don't know what it's like up there for the bed. Because I can't seem to get up there. Nope, I've eaten too much between the videos. I'm too large to get through that gap, unfortunately, so we can't see upstairs, but we can... there is, annoyingly, there is furniture up there, so it looks like they've furnished it, but I can't see up there. I quite like these little bungalows. Quite nice. Got a little TV here. A stove for doing a bit of cooking on, somewhere to eat. Listen to a bit of music or some things. It's not always nice weather, is it, when you're camping? Then you can come out here, and then you can have your breakfast. Look at that. That's... If I could get rid of some of these rocks, it would be better. But it's not bad. Look at the boats. Then you've got your beach access just there. Nice. I like it. I quite like this. Yeah, straight down to the beach. We will fiddle around with these, so they're not staying quite as close together. Should we put toilets with them, or just... Should we pretend these ones have got toilets in them? Because they could well do upstairs. There could be a shower and a bathroom up there, for all we know. Oh, no, oh, actually... Nope, there's a toilet in here. Okay. So I don't think the AI will use that, but I don't need to put toilets and showers at the side. There's a toilet there and a shower there. I'm not sure that'll get used, but they do have their own facilities. Right, so they can go a bit closer together than our other cabins, but I'm still going to put some decoration between them, stuff like that. Right, so we've got two more of those to do. And then we can start on with the rest of it. So I'm going to order that stuff now. Got $15,000 left. That should be plenty of money, really, because all we need to do, once we've got those in, other than decorate them, I want to move the campsites and then get some more car parking in tomorrow. That's about it. Really. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to spend the rest of my XP, because I have a ridiculous amount of XP points. I've got 80 points to spend. And we just don't have that many things left available to us. So we're going to spend up on absolutely everything. Make sure we've got everything. I don't know if more stuff will get added. Presumably it will, actually, because they are adding more stuff to the game. So I'm guessing eventually they will extend these a little bit. So we've got some points to play with when they do. But we now have access to absolutely everything. Somebody did actually recommend the taser gun. They said that was quite fun. So we can have a look at that at some point. I buy that from the workbench, do I? $50. Let's have the taser gun. I'll put it away for now. But we can... we'll go on patrol or something at the end of the day tomorrow and see if we can get a few thieves or something with the taser gun. Just to have a look. Right, so if I order the rest of the stuff for those bungalows, and then we can probably call it a night, or I could put them in, I suppose. Put them in, and then we'll call it a night, and then we can have daylight to do the rest of our like pathing and stuff. So nailing gear, we need 16 wood planks. Take this even one step further. If you could click these and it auto does it, even better. That's just really asking for something, isn't it? I mean, this is already a lot better than it used to be. Good. Right. I don't know if to have that... Do we have that come in 1 minute? I know it's $1,000, but we make lots of money anyway. If we have that come in 1 minute... Oh, wait! That says 2 minutes. Did that not register? Pretty sure it took my money, or did it? I'm not sure if it did, actually. I don't know. I'd have to watch the video back. Maybe it didn't register. I said 1 minute and it was still on the 2. I can't quite remember exactly what money I was on. To watch that then, that's either stolen my money, or if it hasn't stolen my money, it's not registered, so you're not getting it as quick as you asked for. That's fine. We'll just wait around for an extra minute. See how things are doing over here. Quite well. We can add those things on, I think. Empty box. Restocking the shop, being able to carry 9 boxes. Heaven. When you walk in here, because we've only got a small shop, holding 9 boxes, and you can hold all 9 and use them. So you just like come here, I put these socks on, for example, put them on there, then just throw your empty box just to the side, and then you can move on to your next thing, get everything on the shelves, then just pick them all up at the end and take them straight to the trash burner. So simple. So simple. Makes it a lot better. All right, just while we wait. So there is this destroy mode. So now, if you're on destroy mode, everything just goes red. So you've got a hammer and everything just goes red. This works a lot. I haven't actually tried it, but this looks like it would work a lot better than the old system where you just had to sort of press and hold for 5 seconds on something to get rid of it. This seems to be working a lot better already. And this whole menu should be a lot clearer. So when you're... I didn't actually notice when we were putting something down. But it seems to go off the screen a lot more when you're placing things. Presumably then, when you're placing, let's say, a light, like we've done in the past, and I end up with several of them, the whole thing goes off the screen, doesn't it? That's a lot better. If I place a bush as well, or a tree, that's a lot better. So whereas before, I would end up, as we've seen in previous videos, I could end up like placing 3 trees because everything was still on there and you was going for the next thing or whatever. I think that works a lot better. Yeah, I think that works a lot better. Right, our order is here. I don't know how high you can stack these. I think that might be the limit. But I'm not sure. Maybe you can go 1 higher. They do wobble, so they don't lock in place until you've sort of closed the tailgate at the end. I think that's as high as I'd be willing to take it, I think. You probably could take it a bit higher. But they do, you can just see them moving slightly in the wind. I could see them blowing over, and that would be highly annoying. That's a stack of 9. Ooh, it's wobbly. It's wobbly. I'm just going to do the one stack of 9. I actually just want to see if it will stack with 9 like that. So if that just stays, we'll do 2 actually. Let's just do the 2. See, they are wobbling. They see now they're wobbling. So I don't think they've entirely set in the back of the truck here. I can't get through there for some reason. This feels like it's just going to topple over like Jenga. Oh no, it doesn't topple over like Jenga. Just the top end is not really in. Okay. So yeah. I think you can't stack it super high. Which makes sense, because otherwise, and particularly if it locked in place, what would be the point in the other vehicles? If you could just stack everything like 20 high, or something crazy like that. Right, make sure there's nothing still floating in the air. I just fit those in somewhere. I don't think I'm going to get those in just there. Maybe I have to just throw those ones in. Close that. Oh, it's not going to like this. It's not going to like it. I know it's not. That's a nervous throw, that was. Actually, it can go just there. Perfect. Right, we're in. I think we should have everything with us this time. And now they're all locked in. Let's build the remaining bungalows, and then we'll go and sleep. So even the number goes green then. I didn't notice that before. So the number goes green once you've got everything. Which is also handy. So if you are short of something, you know exactly what you're short of. Because the number won't be green. Right, so that's all those placed. So yeah, let's go and sleep. And then we'll do the car park. Move the campsites, do the car park. And then maybe put in a bit of pathing or something like that during the course of the next day. And then we'll carry on with it in the next video after that. Obviously, it'll be an ongoing project. Be interesting to see how much money we've made today. So, as I say, the day length has been roughly about half of what it normally is. So, if we, whatever number we've made here, if we look to double that, we'll find out what we kind of were making based on the old system. We'll know if we're doing well or not. So, we made... What did I spend? Oh, no, because I lost so much money. So basically, we made 2,000, 4,300 there. Passive income. We made about 8,500. Which, if you go back to sort of, if the day length was double, yeah, that's about right. That's about right. 16, 17,000, getting on for 20,000. With how busy we were. Yeah, that's about right. So we're making good money again. That's what I was trying to find out, really. But yeah, we're making good money again. So that's good. All right, let's head back for another day. So burning daylight, because that's now more of a thing, it's more worthwhile having your cabin on site, isn't it? So you can sleep at site. Because I'm just wasting 15, 20 minutes every morning just driving to work. All right, first things first then. So we've got our cabins. I'm going to try and place these where I want them, if possible. Now, we are going to have to take away a few more trees, I think. Now, where can this one now shift? Because it can go all the way forward, which is handy. Right, where do we want them to start then? So I think the first one I want starting about there, kind of facing straight out into the water. Then we'll have our next one. Obviously, you could, if you really wanted to rinse these, you could just do that and have just hundreds of them like that. But I don't really want terraced housing. So we'll have it something a bit like... Something a bit like that. No, I don't know. Keep on the same line. Yeah, we'll keep on the same line. I was going to go forward with it, but we'll keep them like that. We'll put in a bit of decoration there. We'll have a footpath coming through, if it will allow me to do that. Put another one about there. And then, obviously, I mean, you could leave that one there, premium. Leave these trees and just have a premium one just there. But I think I'd rather have these in a row. So we'll have another one there and another one there and another one there. So we could probably fit 2 more in, actually. But what I might do is leave that one there rather than chop these down right now. Then we'll chop these down. What's going on here? We've got the colour back. So we'll chop these ones down here eventually. But what we'll do is then add 2 more. And this will be our premium bungalows. We can just have them there. And then because I want to go into do some more like normal camping area. Come over here, look. This is not a huge area just here. But if we sort of tree line here to separate it from these, then we can just have this as regular camping again. So I want to get some more regular camping in. And then this final bit over here, we'll decide. We could put in another shop over there, perhaps, so that everybody doesn't have to walk to the entrance. Maybe a couple more of these cabins along the edge, and then just some more general camping can start here. And this can be like a huge regular camping site. So everybody can still come and do all their tent camping just here. They can also have a shop of their own, that kind of thing. We can keep coming with those there. Then you've got your posher area just here and here. And then you've got all of your food and all the facilities and everything. Like the main facilities are just here. Could do something like that. Right, so we need to move these existing ones though, because I need some more car parking space. So I'm thinking just follow on from these ones here. Just into here somewhere. And they would look quite nice. So maybe another one about there. And I think I'm going to have to take that tree away. But we can do that in the future. Let's just move this one to here. It can still be used then. So we put that there. It's still in use. Gives us some space back to actually put these things in. Now we can try this destroy mode. I've not tried it yet. So you do still have to hold it for a couple of seconds. But actually, I still think it's better than it was before. Because you've not got all of your build mode over the screen at the same time. Could still do with like a delete all option. Like just highlight a row of fencing. But it's not bad. Right, so I'm going to move the bikes. Just put them over here for now. And I'm going to put these. I don't know which way around to put these. Whether to have them this way around instead. I think that would look better. We could move the lamppost so it's not going to be in the way of anybody driving in. A bit weird they have to drive over the footpath to park your car, but one of those things. Move these out of the way completely, actually. These lights, just for a moment. I'll put some more in. So I need to get rid of that tree, and then we can put some more in. I've not got my chainsaw on me. That's still in here. That janitor looks like he's got stuck. So that sort of thing still happens from time to time. If you move that, you think, oh, that would free him. It doesn't. So the way to free them if they get stuck is to just go and fire them and rehire them. I find that's the best way. Because if you just move something out of the way, they just keep walking on the spot for some reason. Let's get some more car parks done then. So, car parking. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. Build one just here. Where can we build my others? Can I build one just here? Take some trees away. I could do with a building area exclusively just for... Now, if we take this stuff away, which we know we're going to do anyway, I could build it here. Bit annoying to have to do this, to be honest. I kind of wish it would just be... I mean, I get it, but I kind of wish it would just fit. That kind of is, actually. Just going through that path. Maybe it will fit there. Build that one there, but we do need to get another one somewhere. Yeah, I kind of wish it would only be the size of the finished product. I like the fact that it becomes a building site, I really do, but I do find fitting it in somewhere to build it, ooh, just there, kind of annoying. Right, so we've got enough for 2 car parks. I don't think I need any more bike parking. I've never filled that. I mean, it's getting like... when people bring these, that's not handy. When they bring a quad bike, that's not handy because that takes up 2 spots, but generally it doesn't fill. But these, I think I could still fit... When that's built, I could still fit maybe 1 and 2, couldn't I? Perhaps. So we could still get another one in there, maybe, anyway. Let's just get these then. Oh, and a handyman shed. Though it's not completely necessary. I think I'd like to get the handyman now. But it's gone down to 79%. So we'll get the handyman as well. And now, of course, I don't need to calculate it myself. This becomes a much easier job. Just get on the phone and buy your stuff. Right, so we need 6 cement. We need 10 lots of stone. 2 lots of metal. 4 lots of wood. 1 lot of nails. And 1 lot of paint. Good. We'll have that come. I kind of want it to come quickly because I want to get on with this. I'm gonna spend that 1,000. Right, so I've definitely clicked it this time. Con job, absolute con job. So that needs looking at. So we do have some of those things already here. We'll use those in future builds. That's really annoying. Well, at least I find that out, so you don't have to. Right, while we're waiting for that, let's think about this area here then. So my thought was, for just next to here, was moving this food area, wasn't it? So we'll have this around here somewhere. How's that? We could put a little pathway down here. We could move the bins, or leave them there, actually. But we could put a little pathway in here to bring that in. And that could join in with the pathway that I'm going to bring through here. I think I might do that. But what I might do as well is just... That would mean moving this footpath a little bit. I can just move that over a little bit. Don't suppose I can move this over. I can't believe it. You can actually move the footpath. I tell you what, for a game that a few weeks ago didn't really have a very good system for putting in footpaths at all, I can now drag and drop them with ease. That's perfect. That's created a little bit more room down there for people to go through, so we can add a little bit more to that now. If I can find my footpath. Where is my footpath? It was the pitted sand, wasn't it? That's the one. I don't know if I want people... No, I guess we do want people walking down here like this. Need to move that lamppost, that's why it's not happy. So this is where having longer daylight would be very handy, because we're already approaching 3 o'clock. And placing this sort of stuff is just way nicer to do. In the daylight, because you can see exactly what you're doing. Right, so that's a kind of footpath there. I need to move that lamppost so I can place the rest of it. There we go. So we've got a footpath that goes all the way there. We'll put lights and stuff on it as well. That's that bit done. These have all arrived. Let's get in the truck and fill it up. Right, that's that all done. We'll do the handyman shed first. So we're already here. And we'll hire the handyman as well. So this will probably get moved at some stage. I don't know. Because obviously he has to walk around the whole park as well. So he's probably better off with our other people just here. So we might move these across. Now I know I can just drag and drop the footpath easier. But actually, look at that. If I move them forward... Interesting. So if we just squidge these up a little bit anyway, a bit more. Do we want them forward, or is that about... That just creates a nice little bit of extra area there. But if you bring them forward, you can do better things with the footpath. Okay, well, we'll fiddle around with that. We'll have that as an ongoing thing, because it's going to get dark. We'll get these in first. We'll fiddle around with that, though. I like that, though, because then the footpath can go all the way up to where it needs to be. Which is nice. Right. Park it back here somewhere. Let's just send it back a little bit. Not everything was in, I don't think. Is that one done? Right, how do I get to my other one? Better off reversing round, I think. But the site at the moment, it's just about... Ooh, somebody else is using that car park already. It's just about... to run somebody over. No, don't take me with you, sir. Leave me alone. Just trying to drive around the park. Yeah, the site's just about... You can drive down the side here. You can just about drive around the site. But we're getting to the point where it's a bit more difficult to drive around the site now. This is where that other delivery building is going to be quite handy, because I could have my deliveries come right into the middle of the site rather than have to drive through. I think could be an advantage. Right, first things first, let's spin that round. Pop it about there, and then we'll put another one in there, sort of, on the bend if I can. We can move this one to here for now. I'll try and do this so it looks semi-decent, unless it can go straight. Well, actually, maybe it can, and maybe we can still sneak that in down there. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Not far off, but not quite. But we can have it there, which is fine. Right, so we've got a bit more car parking space, which is, I think, going to be handy, because we do seem to fill it. I think that's basically done that. I don't know how much you need to put in there, but for now, I think that's done. So happy with that. We'll work on this in a moment, and we need to put some more pathing in here. I might do the pathing to these bungalows in the next video, actually. That's going to take a little while, and I'd rather do that in the daylight, I think. So what I want to do is then bring a footpath through here, link it to this one, and then it can come around the side, come around the front, put some garden in between each one. Ooh, somebody's using it. Nice. So we are getting some use. That's good. Yeah, so I might do that in the next one. Because we'll be needing to build up some cash anyway. We've got 18,000. So we need to build some cash up anyway. So I might just... while we finish off here, just fiddle around with these to see if I can get my handyman shed in over here. I don't think I'm going to be able to. This is going to be a bit tight, isn't it? I mean, these lockers technically don't need to be there like that. They could go there. No, 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 no. I'm glad you can press escape. There are a couple of games I play where you pick something up, and if you picked it up, that's it. You picked it up. And that is highly annoying. Right, can we squeak a handyman in just here? I think we probably can, actually. I might have to move the dumpster and the bin, but that's fine. They don't need to be right next to the janitor's cabin there. Can this guy just squeeze in? Just about. Though we could bring him in, actually, couldn't we? Let's do that. Let's bring him in, and then we will keep the janitor on the end. We just need to redo the footpaths then. Something like that. I'm not sure there's enough room for that dumpster and bin just there, but it's not necessary. This dumpster doesn't need to be. In fact, actually, maybe it can go around the back. It doesn't need to be there. I just want to have it reasonably close, because the janitor always returns to the cabin. In fact, it could even go to here. It's only just across from him, and it kind of looks okay near a car park. We'll put this bin over here, I think, now, though. That also makes sense to be along there with all the food. Right, so we just need to redo these pathways. What I should do is just move these back a little bit. Then we can move this as far forward as possible. And then we can bring it forward, and then the footpath actually goes into the cabin, is what we want. So we'll just move them all back a little bit, and then move them all forward again. I do wish, you see, that sound effect there, I don't know what that adds to the game. Personally, I would remove that. I don't think it really suits this game. I don't need to hear toilet noises all the time. It's very frequent as well. It's not like it's an occasional thing. It's very frequent. And I kind of think, well, do I really want that in this game? I don't think this game suits it, to be honest. Tell you what, I must have put a lot of different things down here, because I keep picking things up, thinking, oh, that'll be the last one, and there's one underneath it. Then, unfortunately, you pick up the wrong one. I might have to delete one here. So a bit of a large footpath there. That's not too bad. That'll do. And we'll finish off that one with just one more. Like so. Then we can just line them up a little bit. Although I don't think this one's going to... too happy, is it? It's okay. It's okay. Have to do, and then we can just move this guy forward, hopefully. Something like that. That's not bad. Not too bad. Just this janitor's one that's not quite right. It's because his chair's slightly in the wrong place. I think it looks a bit weird. And also, it seems to be on the wonk slightly. Oh, there we go. Is that better? Maybe. It's not bad. I need to move that path, though. Not too bad, but I think I just want that pathway a little bit straighter. Back there somewhere. Gonna bleed into this pathway. That's fine. We'll have it coming slightly different. There we go. Bit finicky, but not too bad. Right, so they've all got the footpaths sorted. We've got car parks now. And think that will work better long term. We've got a nice handyman, so all that's going to be sorted now. Although I can see things that could kind of be repaired. Apparently we're 81% repaired, and he's just sat there on his break. So he's got work to do, but he's not doing it. And then we've done these. So I think quite a productive episode, actually, and we're already back up to $20,000. So very productive. Hopefully the next one will be equally as productive. So next time, what we will be doing is, let's come back into the build mode. We'll put in a footpath that comes through here and comes around the front of these, and then some garden maybe in between, or maybe a footpath that comes down the back as well. So maybe a footpath around the front, and maybe it's connected with a central one around the back. So maybe we have a central one around the back, and then they could have a footpath through each one that takes them to their individual entrances. Because there's already that kind of one at the front anyway. I might do that, actually. That would be better. We might get a couple more to put in just here. We'll take down these trees and actually put this campsite in here so it fits nicely. Kind of weird, though, because your back window here is going to go into a campsite. So maybe this one will stay here, actually. So that will be the last one that's hidden by the trees. And then we'll start maybe a couple of others here. So I'll have a couple more just there on the other side of the spa area, because that would be quite nice, with a general footpath going straight through. And then, as we said earlier in the episode, we'll do more of those over there in future. Not bad. That is the campsite from above. I'll leave you with that image. So yeah, not too bad. Productive. Right. We'll leave it there then. So if you have enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to and joining the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you for another video very soon.